It's Friday, and if you can't tell by my eye bags, my face is really puffy, and I think it's because of the allergies and just like my body's tired. So I think this challenge is perfect for the given circumstances. So first book that I'll be reading for today's video challenge will be Redeeming 6. I've actually been reading it, and I annotated a little bit over here with my bookmark, and I also yesterday lazy, so then I read a little bit on my Kindle. And so let me check what page I'm on. Okay, I'm on page 171. Let's go to that one. Okay, I'm over here now, and I'm gonna go until, well, I'm gonna read this for an hour, and then I'm also reading Girl Abroad, and I want to finish that book because I've been like reading that since like spring break, and it's time to finish it. So we're gonna start with this book because I love this series so much. Binding 13 is my favorite book of all times, and then there's also Keeping 13, Saving 6, and I skipped Redeeming 6, and I read Taming 7, which was so good, but this book is Redeeming 6. This is the 4th book of the series, and I was kind of putting off reading this book, but I heard that everyone really liked this book, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading. I'm in the same exact place that I was when I last talked to you guys, but I'm on page 276 now, so I've read roughly over 100 pages, and oh my book just like sucks you in. It's crazy. The second book about Joey and Effa. Joey is Shannon's brother and Effa is his girlfriend, and it's just crazy to me how like crazy his life is. Joey's kind of like the saver, or not the saver, like the hero, like Shannon's like hero, and he's this kind of like is like responsible. He's like the older brother, and he's responsible for, well, he like makes himself responsible for like the whole family. So it's just like Effa is just like, she doesn't really have that experience with that type of like abuse, a lot of triggering things that do happen in this book, and Effa's not really used to it, but by being with Joey she kind of experiences that. And I don't want to spoil anything, and I feel like if I talked about it more I would spoil it, but I highly recommend this book, and I'm just gonna lay here and probably keep on reading this book, or I'll also read Girl Abroad too. But okay guys, I am not loving this book. It's kind of boring. Like, did Elle Kennedy even write this book? I swear her other books, like The Deal, like I've read pretty much like all of her hockey romances, and all of them are amazing. They have me hooked. So cute, but this one I don't like it. It's just like, it's like inspired me to go abroad, which is really cool, but like the trope, she's like dating someone who just recently got out of a relationship, and like it kind of feels like she's cheating but not really, but then also like she likes another guy. So it's like two guys that she's having like a situationship with, almost. That's what it is. It's a situationship, and like I'm not really here for it because like it's kind of like, it's not like who is she gonna be with, but like also it doesn't feel like authentic, because like if you like someone else, then do you really like the other person? Is it really genuine? It's like she has a father who's a rock star or a famous person, and then she goes abroad because she gets the opportunity, and she ends up rooming with 4 guys, and one of the guys she ends up liking, and then she also meets another guy that she ends up liking, and it's just not really that interesting either, because like I don't really like these type of stories where it's like cheating. Even though it's not really a cheating trope, it kind of feels like it is, and I don't know if I like it. But honestly right now I'm probably gonna give this a 2 stars, but the cover is cute. Well, actually I finished my 200 pages, and that felt really quick. Redeeming 6 took me like a good like 2.5 hours to finish the 130 pages, but the 70 pages for this one, it took me an hour. So I think Redeeming 6 is just because like the text, you know, the text, for this book. Like, look at how small it is and look at how huge the pages are compared to like this one, which is like smaller in both the length and the height, and like the text is also like bigger. So yeah, I am probably gonna finish this tomorrow or today night, probably tomorrow. And as for this, I'm probably gonna read this a little bit throughout the book and really savor this book. So yeah. And if I read anything tonight, it'll count towards tomorrow's reading 200 pages goal. Good morning, guys. My eyes are a little bit puffy still, but I ended up reading 40 pages and finishing Girl Abroad. And yeah, I would give it like a 2 stars. And with this book, I ended up reading 34 pages. So try to do the math. Let me get out my calculator. Okay, so 200 minus 74, so 126 pages today. And I feel like I'll finish that. So, but if I do finish that, then the 126 pages, the pages after that will lead on to tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just like getting ahead. You know me, I don't like to procrastinate, but I'm just gonna sit here. I finished my workout. I'm in my pajamas, my day pajamas. I have a protein smoothie right over here. So I'm just gonna sip on this and read away. Okay guys, I've read 100 pages. I wanted to share some of my favorite quotes, and also I'm like kind of sick right now, so that's why my nose is kind of like peeling because I've been like blowing my nose. But regardless, I think this book is like so good, and it just makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes your heart like, some of the quotes are like, Effa's dad is asking Joey like, are you gonna marry her? And then Joey's like, if that's what she wants. And then he's like, what do you want? And he says her. And then another one is Effa's angry at her twin. Effa's like, yeah, I'm putting highlights in her. I had to get her out of the house or I was gonna stab my brother with a spoon. And then Joey's like, if you're gonna stab him, use something sharper. And Effa's like a knife. And then Joey's like, maybe just a fork. We don't need you having the kid in prison. I feel like that's a little bit of a spoiler. And then also she replied by saying, I'd look hot in stripes, which is kind of funny to me. So like, I've been tabbing all the gray ones that are funny and then the blue ones that are wholesome and like love. And then Joey's choosing between his mom. I would say that she's mentally abusive and his father is physically abusive. So his mom was like, Joey, I'm your mother. And then Joey says, and she's the mother of my kids, so don't even think about pulling that card because she wins every time. That's so cute. And then one more, and then he's like, oh, there's pain inside me. And then he says, notes here. And then the nurse was like, where? And then he's like, my heart. And it's like, that's too cute. But yeah, it's very sad, but I want to start reading a new book because I like to read at least like 2 books at once. That way, like when I finish this book, I'm already into another book. So I always have like 2 books. But I was like, what book should I read? I have 12 books on my physical TBR, and I was like, okay, I definitely need to get into my physical TBR, my first priority. I always like watch those like blind TBRs, like I made a little strip, so I'm gonna just like fold these up and then we're gonna choose one. So I just like numbered them, and I also, so I had like 12 books that are on my physical TBR that I want to read right now, and I want to choose one. So then I just put numbers on each of these 12 books, and then I numbered the books on my physical TBR. This is so fun. Okay, I'm just gonna, okay, let's do, wait, I need to close my eyes. Okay, this one. Okay, number 9. Let's go see what that one is. I'm just gonna get it and bring it to my room. Guys, I got Twisted Love and I love this book so much. I actually read it already, but I want to like go through and annotate it. I got like a copy of it because I read it on my Kindle. So I'm just gonna annotate it, and this one's like a page turner for me at least. So I think this one's perfect to read for this challenge because I could just go through the pages, and then I'm gonna keep these and just like go through it like till I finish my TBR, my physical TBR. So that's what I'm going to be reading for the rest of the today, and then we'll get back to redeeming 6. Maybe today or maybe later, but I'm going to annotate this. I'm so excited to reread this. I'm just going to read now and like get lost in it, and we'll see how many pages I read. But while I'm doing this, I'm also going to get a blue highlighter. Let me get that. Okay, blue highlighter. No blue highlighter here. Let's see, I don't know if I'll like tab, because if I tab, I'm just gonna run out of all my tabs because too many cute quotes. Oh, I found it. It's right here. This is the highlighter that I want. I think these are called the Zebra Midliner highlighter, and these ones are great for like annotating. The tabs that I got, I just ordered it from Amazon. If you just search up like annotating supplies, books, then you'll find it. I'm gonna go ahead and read it now. Good morning guys, today is the third day, so Sunday, and I ended up reading a lot of Twisted Love. I am on page 151, so let me do the math. I ended up reading 100 pages of Redeeming 6. I'll probably read more than that. So I think that I'm gonna start by reading Twisted Love because it's just so good. Maybe I'll finish it today, we'll see, but I'm enjoying it and I've been like annotating it, just like highlighting. Hi guys, sorry for the bad lighting, but I'm in my sister's room right now and in this little like chair thing, but allergies are still bad. But I've been reading Twisted Love and it's so good. It's at that point where it's the third breakup. I'm almost there. I've already read this book before, so I already know what's gonna happen. When I read it, I think it was like in 9th grade or 10th grade. I think I mentioned it earlier. So it's been a hot minute since I've read it, so it's like nice to like see all the details because this is like the first book that I read by Anna Huang, and after that I just like loved her writing, and I'm so glad that she continues to publish more books. She actually has a whole series. The next one is Twisted Games. It's the 4 girls in the front group. After that it goes on to King of Sin, King of Wrath. I recently read King of Sloth. If you watched my finals vlog, you guys saw me like reading it during that, and that one was my least favorite one out of all of them. But yeah, so Twisted Love has been really good. I'm gonna read to you guys. Let me see if I could find a cute quote. Okay, so Ava's has aquaphobia, which is like fear of water, and then Ava was like, oh, you can't kill a lake, to Alex, and he's like, I'll join every lake and ocean in the world if I have to. He's just so alpha, and that's just so sweet. I've been also reading Redeeming 6, and that's actually starting to like pick up, and we're at that part where like Joey's kind of stuck because he has his drug addiction. I can't say this. Okay, don't watch this next part if you don't want to have spoiled, but Effa's pregnant. He wants to help or like want to be there for Effa, but like also he's going through so much. He's going through abuse, and the only way that he could soothe his pain is through taking drugs. But then Effa wants him to be there for her and for himself. It's just a good life lesson to know that if you can't love yourself, you can't fully give to anyone else either. And that's really like seen through this book, because Joey doesn't love himself, so he can't give himself fully to Effa. And I think that's just like a big message in the book, and I'm just really enjoying that book right now. And I think that Chloe Walsh is such a good author. The amount of detail that she puts into each scene is just like amazing, and I highly recommend it. Actually, I wouldn't recommend it to everyone. I wouldn't say it's like a Wattpad story. It's not like After by Anna Todd. It's not even like a reality TV show. It's just like, it does have a lot of drama, but it also has like deep concepts or like deep issues that Chloe Walsh explains and brings up really well. She also doesn't just make the book sad. It's really funny, like with Gibbsy, and it's just so good. It has like everything in it, and I'd say still Binding 13 is my #1 book, and my second favorite book is probably Keeping 13, and then Taming 7, and then Saving 6, and then Redeeming 6, which is the one that I'm reading now. But Redeeming 6 is the biggest one. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling right now, and I wanted to also let you know that I've surpassed 76 pages that I need to read, and I don't know, definitely read way more than that, but I will let you guys know how much I need to read for tomorrow. If I finish 76 pages, then I get to read less tomorrow. But honestly, I've been reading so much, probably because I'm on summer break and I have nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna enjoy reading while I can. Okay guys, I took a shower just now and my hair is a little bit wet, but I am gonna just start from scratch from 0 pages because I'm too lazy to calculate how many pages that I read, and I really want to motivate myself to finish Redeeming 6 because it's so good. And also I want to do at least like 1 more book in this challenge, and today is day 4 of this reading challenge, and so far we read a lot of pages, but I want to continue to read Redeeming 6. It's so good. Yesterday I was reading it before I fell asleep, and it's just like starting to get like really good, and I really just want Joey to get better. So Guys, it's a little while later and my hair is so messy right now, but I finished reading Redeeming 6. It was so good. I was about to skip reading that book because I was like, nah, it's too long. I was like shying away from it because it's a thick book with small text, so I was like, not right now. So I read Taming 7 first because Clarion gives you a 4th, and I finished it and it was so good. And I kind of do wish that I read it before Taming 7 because there are some spoilers. But yeah, overall I'd give that 4 stars. I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter. There was some stuff that was kind of dragged out, but overall really good book. The whole series is a 5-star series though, even though I give this one 4 stars. But now we get to choose a new book. Even though I'm still reading Twisted Love, I'll probably read more of that tonight, and tomorrow I'll start reading the new book, but I want to pick it out today. Let's let it focus. I really hope that we get Powerless today. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one. Okay, number 5. Number 5. I'm gonna grab it and let you guys know what it is. Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I've been putting this book off. I got it during winter break and I haven't touched it since, so very ready to read it. And I already watched the movie, so I already know what happens, but I wanted to buy the book and read it, so now's a great time to read it. And reading Twisted Love or reading this will be like a good break, and maybe I'll just like start it today because I already know what's gonna happen, so might as well. But I forgot to say that I also read around 210 pages today, so that pushed me towards finishing Redeeming 6. I didn't read any pages of Twisted Love today, and maybe I'll read this tonight too. I'll probably read this or Twisted Love, we'll see. Good morning guys, today is day 5 and I have a surprise for you. I'm gonna be taking you to Barnes & Noble. I don't think I'm gonna be purchasing anything, but I am gonna be continuing to read Twisted Love. I read a little bit of Ballad of Songbirds and Snake, but I'm gonna be just reading Twisted Love right now. And I also need to do some studying, so might as well just go to Barnes & Noble so it like motivates me. I also get some reading done. So yeah, I'm gonna take you guys right now. Hi guys, I feel like I filmed this like the same exact scene, the same exact spot like last year too. That's kind of funny, but I didn't buy anything because there's no point in buying anything right now because I have so many books and I have a surprise. Well, actually it's not really a surprise, but I don't want to say it right now, but I can't really have any books right now. That's all I can say, but I'll explain more later. So there's no point in just like hoarding books, especially if I'm not going to read it right now. But oh my god, my lips are so dry. But I ended up reading like 20 pages of the Dixon Rule and I really liked it. I'm excited to read it, but I want to first finish reading Twisted Love and the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So yeah, that's my update and I will continue to read later. The rest of the day is free, except I was doing a little bit of homework and I'm gonna finish that homework first and then continue to read. So yeah, but I'm so hungry now and I'm ready to go home. I am currently on page 218 and I'm gonna read. I think I just want to binge the rest. We'll see how much I read before I fall asleep. I am feeling a little bit sleepy right now. So yeah, we're gonna read with this little one right over here. She's a little sleepy too, so I guess we'll take a nap together after I'm done reading this. I just took a fat nap and I ate some strawberries after, but Alex knocked out before me, if that counts for anything. She was snoring by the time that I finally decided to take a nap. But now it's about 2:50 and I think I slept for about an hour and 20, which is honestly the longest nap I've taken in a hot minute. I have a lecture to finish. I only have about 30 more minutes of it, and then afterwards I'm gonna finish my reading challenge. So yeah, and take this little girl on a walk. But I will do that, and right now we're at like the third breakup at Twisted Love. I don't want to say third breakup because it's more of the cliffhanger part, which is the third breakup, I guess. It's just that it's more on like Alex's side, and if you guys read it, you guys know, and if you guys are gonna read it, you guys will see. But it's just such a good book, but honestly I feel like now that I'm reading the second time, it's definitely not as as good as the first time that I read it because I know what happens. And I feel like Twisted Love and The Deal and the All Saints series and Binding 13, of course my favorite book ever, would be like books that are kill to like be able to read for the first time again. So if you haven't read those books, like read them. You're so lucky you haven't read them because they're gonna become your favorite books ever. Well, if you have the same taste as me. Everyone has different tastes, and I don't like books that other people like, and people hate books that I enjoy. So honestly, everyone has such different tastes, and something that I enjoy you might not enjoy, but you can try them and see if you like them. But I'm still gonna start rambling and I'm gonna do my work and then I'm gonna read. I finished Twisted Love, so now I have 60 more pages. So since I always read 2 books at once, it's time to choose a new book. Okay, let me get out my physical TBR thing. I'm closing my eyes. Okay, I got 11. I'm gonna go pick it out and show you what it is. I got Meet Me by the Lake. I was actually supposed to read this in my last 200 pages reading challenge, so I guess now is a good time to read it, especially because it's like summer right now. But I'm definitely gonna be reading a little bit of Ballad of Songbirds tonight to finish up my 60 pages, and then I think tomorrow I'll get started on reading Meet Me by the Lake. Today is day 6 and it's almost 1 p.m. and I started watching this show yesterday, so I ended up not reading like the 60 pages. I read like 10 pages before I wanted to go to sleep, and actually finished watching the show. It was only 6 episodes, so it was really good. It reminded me of that book, The Golden Boys. Yeah, that one. It's like scholarship girl and then a rich boy who's trying to like take over, and then she ends up going to his school. But it was really good and I love that type of trope. So I think what I'm going to try to do, because honestly I don't feel like reading The Ballad of Songbirds or Meet Me by the Lake, so I'm going to read that book that the series was based on. The series is called Maxton Hall, and it's just like a cheesy romance. Well, it didn't feel cheesy, but I'm gonna try to find that series and read it. I think it was in a different language. I think it was Dutch. I'm not sure, but I noticed that like it wasn't in English when their like mouths were like moving. I think that maybe I could try to find an English copy of it. I hope I can find it because it sounds like a really good book, and usually if the show is good then the book is even better because books are always better than the movies. So let me try to find it. They have it in Spanish, Dutch, and German, but not English, so I don't think I'll be able to read it. Since I can't find it, and I know that if I read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, I'm probably not gonna end up finishing the 200 pages, I think I'm just gonna reread a favorite of mine, which is Vicious by L.J. Shen, and I know that I love that book, and I'll probably fly through it. And then maybe tomorrow, if I'm more motivated, I'll end up reading more of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I know it's kind of weird that I just read like a ton of books at once, but trust me, like for me it makes sense, and that's the only thing that matters. Actually, I ended up finding another book. It's called Sweet Collide, and it's by Ava Harrison. I haven't read any of her books in a long time. And the last time I read her book was like in 9th grade, so I'm excited to read this book. It's like a hockey romance, and it's like almost like a second chance, but it's also kind of like enemies to lovers. So I'll see if I like it, and if I don't like it, I'll probably just DNF it. Okay, it's a lot later. I've been reading it, and it was actually pretty good. I expected it to be kind of boring. I've never read a romance like this one where the guy doesn't recognize the girl even though they met during like childhood. Yeah, so that's basically what it is. They had a really good friendship when they were children, and then afterwards he went to college because he was a little bit older, and he went to college, he got pro. He's in, what is it called? The NHL? And that's what it's called. But he's in that now, and then he happens to be in the same area, so then she goes over to his hotel. He doesn't even recognize her, and then they have an arrangement, and then eventually he finds out. But like, I like how the author kept it going. I feel like that's what made me like intrigued and like want to figure out like when like he's gonna find out and how. Hi guys, welcome to the last day of this challenge. I just ate lunch. It's about 1:30 and I'm probably at food stuck in my mouth, but yesterday I almost finished that book, so I think that I'm gonna finish it today. And then I also read 70 pages of Deal in the morning. I was so engrossed in it that I missed a meeting. But yeah, that was my fault. I totally forgot about that meeting. I was just like reading like I didn't have anything to do today, but I did and I completely forgot. But it's okay, I rescheduled it and all is good. I just feel really bad because I never miss meetings. But I'm gonna continue reading today, and I feel like this challenge will be easy to finish today. Yesterday it was hard, and the day before that because I didn't want to read about Songbirds and Snakes. Honestly, I don't want to, and I don't want to read Me by the Lake either, even though some of my physical TBR. I think I was in the mood for a hockey romance because I read A Sweet Collide by Ava Harrison, which was that hockey romance that I talked about yesterday, and The Deal, which is also a hockey romance. So obviously I wanted a hockey romance. I'll keep on reading and I will update you guys when I'm done reading with this challenge too. It's so fun. But now I'm watching My Fault, and I've read a little bit of like the synopsis of the book by Mercedes Braun. I've seen it like so many times at Barnes & Noble and it looks pretty cool, but I'm watching the movie right now and it's like 2 hours. I finished half of it and it's really good. It's just really long, but I think that I'm gonna finish that first and then read more. So yeah, that was my update, and I will cue a cute montage of me reading and then I will end off the video.
You say you wanna make it happen. You know what I want. Don't try to fight the heavens. Good girls aren't the one. I'm a flower in the bloom, like a shower you love. You can keep the keys to your dreams.
Okay guys, I finished the challenge, but I didn't finish Sweet Collide, the book that I was reading, because I ended up wanting to read The Score by Elle Kennedy, like my favorite scenes. So I did that. And I also read a little bit more of The Deal so I could get to my 200 pages. But now I think that what I'm gonna do is just finish Sweet Collide, and then I'm not gonna do the TBR thing where I pick the numbers because I don't feel like reading that right now. I want to read Powerless right now. So, but that's the end of the challenge. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was definitely a struggle trying to get through some of this books, and this time we actually did it. Last time I didn't, I failed, but this time I did it mostly like with the overlapping of the pages. But for the most part, I think that we achieved the challenge. So if you like this video, comment down below, because I usually don't make book related videos, but even though I love reading books, so if you like this video, I'd love to make more, and next video is going to be pretty fun. So stay tuned, and I'm trying to post every single Friday for summers, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nowadays we turn away from all the gushy shit. Everybody looking for love, but never look at it.
I want you to go someday.